probably saw a picture of Ronnie when he won the World Championships, I believe, and heard his name then, and saw him in the '92 Mr Olympia, the first one I won in Finland. I believe that was his first Mr Olympia, unless I'm mistaken. And he didn't place very highly, but I did notice him, and I thought, this guy's got a great structure and great potential as a sore flex wheeler. I could see people with potential, and I could see that Ronnie had the structure and the muscle bellies and so on to be very good. Fortunately, it took quite some time for him to reach that potential. All throughout my Olympia reign, he was getting better and better and better. So I think '96 he really started to look like, you know, one of the main competitors. And of course, '98 was, even myself, I think, was a surprise that Ronnie won. I mean, I knew he had potential, but I guess everyone just thought, kind of assumed that Flex was going to win because it was the heir apparent, logically, he would be the guy to win. But Ronnie made some even further improvements that year and was able to beat Flex. So Ronnie didn't really have any weakness. Maybe his calves were not great, but generally speaking, he had full muscle bellies all over his body, had a good structure. He was around the same height as I am and same height as Lee Haney, which is like, seems to be the optimal kind of height for Mr Olympia, which is about 5'10", 5'11". Quite a way through his pro career, he was still working as a cop in Texas, which couldn't be ideal for your preparations and so on. So he was doing it while still holding down a job as well, which is pretty tough. Didn't know Ronnie personally well enough to know his mentality at that point, to whether he would be able to do that. But later on I could see that he was very dedicated. Sometimes things come a bit too easy for people and they don't really appreciate it. But Ronnie was not like that. Ronnie is kind of like myself, you know, he's a worker. I saw Ronnie on the road, always doing his cardio, always training, never taking a day off, where the other guys, you know, they would take some downtime and so on. Somebody said to me, Ronnie could take this, and I kind of thought, wow, I don't think Ronnie's going to beat Flex, because, you know, comparing the best that I'd seen before, the two of them, but Ronnie had made some great improvements that year, and he was the winner. So yeah, he was in great shape. He had the size, but he was also, at that point, also still very cut and in very good shape. So I think it was just a surprise that Ronnie was able to improve so much and win, but I didn't really think about what would happen next year. It wasn't no longer my concern anyway. I wasn't competing, so it was the other guys' problems.